you are lost. Or at least that's how other people perceive you. They just seem to love their stupid questions. What will you study? Who will you be when you grow up? What's your plan? Ugh, don't they have anything else to talk about? Don't you worry, you're not lost. You are right there where you need to be. You are on your right path and you're standing in the middle of that path exactly where you need to be standing right now. As I'm multipassionate, I don't have the problem of not finding anything interesting. Quite the opposite. I have many interests, almost too many. And instead of not knowing what I want to do with my life, I can choose what to do, which interest of them all to pursue, especially when career is in question. Many people give me the following advice. Choose the interest you're good at from nature and go for that one. But that doesn't help at all. Because not only that we are multi-passionate, we are often also multi-talented. So we can do a lot of things and quite good. If you're not yet quite sure whether you're multi-passionate, you might get confirmation for that right now. As a kid, I had many different hobbies. Drawing, painting, karate, dancing, playing a guitar, and so many more that I can't even remember all of them anymore. I mean, I've tried it all. And then when I grew older and it was time to choose a university degree, I really had trouble with choosing. I had too many interests. Psychology, law, business, fashion design, dancing, nutrition and sports, and so many more. I can't even remember half of them anymore. Same as it is with my hobbies. And I will spend days writing down this interest again and again under the question, what does really interest me? What do I really want to do with my life? It's confusing, frustrating, overwhelming at times, and definitely annoying. The amounts I spend journaling my anxious thoughts, overanalyzing my life, interests, and myself, and just when I think I finally figured it out, finally I came up with a strategy, how am I going to pursue all of my interests? Or perhaps I finally managed to choose only one interest to pursue from them all. But next morning I wake up and it all starts again. Then another advice that people really like to give us is write all of your interests on a paper, then pick 5 of them and focus on them for the rest of your life. I can't express the amount of frustration I have towards this advice. We simply cannot choose. I simply cannot choose just 5. I mean, for sure, there are a few interests on that list that I can simply let go of, but to minimize that list only to 5 interests, that's not possible. If I'll try that, I'll spend the rest of my life choosing. It also feels like I'm just wasting my life because I'm spending too much time analyzing my interests instead of just doing. And I know this could be an asset, but in the world of parentification of life, social media and niches, and just in general how humans tend to work trying to put everyone in certain boxes, this doesn't feel like an asset. Not at all. And then, if I add the limited time we have on this earth into equation, it feels more and more like a curse. Because you're just battling between the interests, never really making a decision. And the older you get, the more and more this starts to turn into a problem if you never make the decision. Not only that I have a problem with making a decision, if I happen to make a decision, I'm never satisfied. I start to doubt my decisions, and this results into me never really being proud of my achievements and not enjoying anything I do, the journey, the process. And then the time passes by, and when I look back, I'm like, oh, I did that. Cool. Why did I not enjoy it in that moment? And what makes this all so much harder is that I have an understanding, a vision of my desired lifestyle and a dream life, the end goal. I'm very ambitious and enthusiastic person, and exactly these 2 qualities make it even harder. Because even though I know the end goal, I cannot choose which path to take towards that end goal. And with these 2 qualities, the ambition and enthusiasm, it becomes harder. The more you avoid the decision making, the older you grow. With age, you start to feel behind in life because even though you are doing things, even though you are moving forward, it feels you never achieved anything because you didn't enjoy the journey and the process, and you didn't have a clear plan as it seems that everyone else does. And this all eventually leads to anxiety. The best way to describe this feeling, I'd say, is comparing it to paralysis. And with being a multi-passionate person, I have no problem coming up with new ideas, planning them and concepting them, and all this work to just put them into a desk drawer or stack them somewhere at the back of your head. The ideas never end, but the possibility to execute them is limited. And social media doesn't make it easier. On social media, it feels like everyone has it figured out, has a clear plan, what to do, whereas they don't, but it seems so. And even though my conscious mind understands this, sometimes I still get caught up in the comparison, which just makes me feel bad for a second. And in addition to that, I've also noticed that the more time I spend on social media, the more confused I get about my interests and what is it that I really want to do with my life. I see a girl working in fashion, then I see a girl working in psychology, a girl having her own business, and all this in 5 minutes. I see all that and my brain goes like, oh, that looks nice, I want to do that. Or no, should I do that? Or no, I want to become a psychologist. And then I just get more confused and sad about the fact that I still didn't become something worthy enough to showcase on social media. Almost everything I mentioned happens in one day, every day. That's why I decided to call this video A Day in the Life of a Multipassionate. I've been like this whole my life, and the older I get, the more I learn to live with this, to accept it and see it as an asset. 'Cause it is freaking amazing to be a multipassionate.